Hello everyone. In this session we will discuss the built-in functions. We can also call these built-in functions or standard library function. Normally whenever you're writing the programmatic, you're writing the some library functions into the starting point of the programmatic. Like your hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. Like that you're including these some header files into the programmatic with the library functions, right? So here now we will discuss these built-in functions in this class. Actually here built-in functions or system defined functions means here these are already existed in our system. Whatever you're performing, those will be performed automatically, right? Your functions are already exist in the system library. Such kind of functions we can call like your built-in functions, right? These built-in functions, we have the four types of functions. One is the mathematical function, second one is the string function, third one is the character functions, fourth one is the date functions. First we will discuss the first one, that is the mathematical functions. Just you can see here we have the mathematical function. By using the mathematical function, here we can define the our math.h header file. Just you can see whenever you're performing the programmatic, here it may be not for the addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions. Those are the simple programmatics only. But whenever you are finding the circles or else area of rectangles, in that time here it is difficult to find the programmatic with the our stdio and the conio. So for that case here we are writing the one header file that is like your math.h. By using the mathematical functions here we can perform these some mathematical operations. Okay, so those can be using the our header file like your math.h. So here in the mathematical in the mathematical functions here we have these some functions. Those functions are like here we have the seal. Okay, seal. The seal will be having the number. The seal will be having the number. You can see whatever you have the number, that can be in the form of round of the given number, round of the given number. And also it can be returns the integer values which can be greater than or equal to the our given number. Just for example, here I'm choosing the seal with the number. For example, you can see here I'm choosing the seal and number I'm choosing like your 3.6. 3.6 means here we are performing the round. We are performing the round for this. In the seal here, whatever you given the number, that will be takes the greater than or equal to the given number. Greater than or equal to the given number. So not less. We are taking the greater than means the output will becomes like your the 4. Here we will get the output is like your 4. Why? Because here it is taking the greater value 3.6. Right? We have the 3.6. After 3 what we have 4. Like that here it will be calculate the our value. Seal will be performs the rounds of the number. This is the rounding manner. Okay. And for example, you can see if you are taking the seal 3.3. Seal 3.3. So in this also here the number will be the 4 only. Why? Because seal can be performs the highest value for that only. It is not taking the lowest value. Okay, that you can remember. And next here we have the floor. And next here we have the floor. Floor number. So here this is the opposite for the our seal. Just you can see here the seal is rounding of the greatest value. The floor is also rounding the our given number, but here rounds the down value. The seal can be up value, floor can be down value. Means here less value it can be given. Like the value which is less than or equal to the given number. For example, here you can see here I'm choosing the floor 3.6 only I'm choosing. In the floor here it can be choose the 3 value only. Why? Because here it is rounding the down values. Ceil will be the up values. Okay, it can be goes to the up value, and the floor will be goes to the down values. And here also, here I'm choosing the floor 3.2. So this is also comes down like your 3 value. Okay, the floor is down and the ceil value will be coming to the up values. Just you can remember. So these will be performs, our mathematical functions can be performs like your rounding the number only. And next year you will be having the square root, SQRT number, square root of the number, right? So in the square root of the number here, whatever you given the number, that can be performs the square root for that. For example, here I am choosing the SQRT of the 16. So the square root of the 16, what will be having here? It can be displays the output like your 4. Yes, right? And next here we have the power. Next here we have the power. The power will be having the base and also it will be having the exponent. So here it can be returns the whatever you given the number, by that it can be returns the power value to that. Okay, suppose here I am giving the value like your 16. Suppose here I am giving the value 16. How it will, here I am giving the value like your 2 power 2 comma 4. With the power here I am giving the 2 comma 4. How it will be identifies here? If you are giving the 2 comma 4, you will be get the 16. How you will be get the 16 value? So you can see here, it can be first converts the 2 power, exponent here it can be takes the 4. So and then you can be get the 16 value. The power, if you are taking the 2 comma 4, it can be converts base and exponent like your 2 power 4 will be get the 16 value for the 2 comma 4 in the power section. And next you will be having the ABS. ABS means your absolute number. ABS means your absolute number. So it can be returns the absolute value of the given number, whatever you given. So for that here it can be gives the absolute value. Just if you are giving the any absolute value like your minus values, so automatically it can be returns the value will be the 2, means here it will not take the negative values. For that case here it can be displays the positive values to that. Like this here you can work the our mathematical functions. And next here we have the character function. So in the character functions, normally you know already what is the character means here. It takes the just here whatever you have the alphabets. Characters will be like here our alphabets, and these are enclosed in the form of single quotation marks. Normally you know the characters, and you can see how these characters are working in our functions. Let's see here we have the first one, that is the is alpha. Is alpha function, right? So you can see is alpha function can be returns the non-zero functions. Here it can be returns the non-zero if the entered character is the alphabet. Okay. Otherwise here it can be returns the 0, which will be equivalent to the our false. If you entered is alpha means here whatever the user is entered the alphabet, whatever the user is enter the digit or anything, if it is alphabet there is no problem, that is like your non-zero. If you entered the alphabet A, that can be shows like in our output A only. If you are not entering anything, automatically it can be shows like your 0. Okay, for example here you are entering the A, in our output here you will be get the A. So like your this is your alphabet only. If the user is enters the alphabets only, the output will be displayed. Otherwise your nothing will be displayed. That is like your our is alpha. And next here we have the is CNTRI. In this function here, whatever the user is entered the character, that can be controlled by the character in the line of new line. And like your it can be performs backspace new lines like that. Otherwise here it can be returns the 0 only. Just here you can see, once if we are using the is contrary, so it can be controls the our characters in the new line, and also it can be controls with the backspace etc type. Okay, so if you're using the is control type, it is a control type. If you're using this one, like your new line backspace, this is the non-zero. If you're not entered anything, that is like your zero only. And next here we have third one, same like this on is digit. So in the previous year you enter the alphabets, right? So if you enter the alphabets, that is like your 0 or non-zero. If you enter the digits here, it returns the non-zero. If you are not entered anything, it will be the 0 only. Suppose here I am entering the digit is like your 9, the value will be the non-zero. If you are not entering the value, it is like your 0 position. And next here we have the is lower. Is lower. Okay, so in this function, it can be returns the enter input is a lowercase character. Otherwise, here it can be returns the 0 only. Means here whatever you are entering the alphabets, those can be written in the form of lowercase characters. Lowercase character means here you have to be enter the characters in the form of small letters type. Okay, so lowercase characters, it will be accepted by the our is lower. And next here we have is upper. Is upper means here whatever you have the characters that you need to be enter into the uppercase characters, means capital letters. You can enter these or the uppercase characters type. And next here we have is print. And next here we have the is print. In the is print here you can see whatever you are printing the input, like your just if you're writing the printf section, so whatever you are writing in the printf section, those will be visible into the our output, right? So here the use, if the function returns the non-zero if enter the input is like your space, or else here it may be the any character. Okay, so it is performing by the our is graph returns 0. Okay, so whatever you are printing, if you enter the space, or else here if you enter the space, here it can be returns, it can be prints a value. Otherwise here the character will be takes the is graph method to perform the our non-zero positions. So what is the is graph here? You can see is graph. So here is graph can be returns the non-zero functions to any character. So here it is working for the any character, not for the only one character. It can be works for the any character for which either is all num or else is punctuation. It is like here it can be works all num. All num means here in this here we can include the alphabets, and also here we can include the numbers, or else here it can be works for the is punctuation. We have the some punctuation symbols, right? For that keys also here we can use the our is graph. Is graph will be having the any character like your alphabets, numbers, and the punctuation symbols like your special symbols also included in the is graph. So these is graph can be performing into the our is print. And next here we have the is punctuations. Already we discussed here, and again we have the is punctuations. The punctuation symbols or returns the, suppose here if you enter the punctuation symbol, so that can be takes the non-zero method. Otherwise here it can be returns the 0. So in this here you can enter the punctuation symbols. If not here, automatically it can be returns the 0 value. And next here we have the is space. And next here we have the is space. Let's go. So here we have the is space. So space means here if you're giving the space in between the characters. If you're giving the space in between the characters, or else here if you're giving the space in between the words or anything, so if you're giving the space, it can be written as the non-zero. Otherwise here it can be written as the zero only. So just here you can be return the space. Just you can return space into this. And next here you will be having the like your is x digit. Is x digit. So in this function, it can be returned as non-zero if the entered input is the hexadecimal. Hexadecimal means here we have the hexadecimal value, right? So same like that only. Here we have the hexadecimal. So hexa means here 16. 16 means digits will be having the 0 to 9. Hexa will be having the like your A to F. Why? Because your hexadecimal will be having the 16 digits. Those will be like your 0 to 9 and the A to F. If you returned those, your it can be returns the non-zero. Otherwise, here it can be returns the 0 only. And next we have the like your two upper, sorry, two lower, two lower. So whatever the user is entered the lowercase letters. Okay, suppose here in the is upper, is lower means here we are checking if it is in the lowercase or uppercase letters. But here two lower means whatever you have the uppercase letters, those you can converting into the lowercase letters. You can convert the lowercase characters or else numbers or else. Okay, so you can convert the uppercase letters to the lowercase letters. And next you will be having the two upper. If you have the lowercase characters, those here converted into the uppercase. Here, if you have the uppercase, those will be converting into the lower. If you have the lowercase, those will be converted into the uppercase. This is the uppercase characters. In this, we are converting is upper, is lower means those are in the lower case or else here uppercase we are checking. In this, we are converting into this. And next here we have the third one, that is the date functions. We have the third one, that is the date functions. Normally here, if you are defining the date functions here, these can be performed within the form of date and time performance. These can be performed like your date and the time. Normally already you know what is the date and the what is the time. Date means your present date, like your whatever you have, year, month, date, like that you can specify. Time means your minutes, milliseconds, hours, like your we can define the hour time, right? So if you're defining these date functions in the our programmatic, here you can use the one header file, that is the time.h header. You can define the date functions whenever you are writing the programmatic by using the one header file, that is the time.h header. Okay, so these functions will be having the four variables. Those are like your two macros, and various functions will be having the date and time. Okay, let's see here what we have the functions into this, how we can perform. First, it will be having the time manipulation. It is having the time manipulation. Okay, so in the time manipulation, you can work the, see here, in the time manipulation, you can work the different time. Different time means here it can be computes the difference in the seconds between two time t values. It can be difference, it can be computes the difference in seconds between the two time t values. And next here you will be having the time. So here it can be written as the current time of the system. At present here, how much time we have. Like your, if it is the 2 o'clock, here it can be displaced with the milliseconds. Milliseconds, seconds, minutes and hours type, here it can be displaced the hour value. and here the value of each can be defined by the our operating system dependency. Okay, like that here you can define. And next here we'll be having the clock. So here it can be returns the processor to tick the our count, so that can be associated with the process into this. And next here we'll be having the format conversions. Next we have the format conversions. If you have any format here that is converting into the another one, so just you can see what we have the format conversions here. The first one is the ASC time here. Means here it can be converts the struct time. It can be converts the struct time object to the textual representation. It is having the structured graphical type here we have, so that can be displayed in the text format. Okay, and next here we have the C time. It can be converts the time t value to the textual representation, same like the previous only. But in the previous we have the structure format, but in this we don't have any structure, but it can be changing into the, or else it can be converting into the textual representation only. And next here we have strf time. So it can be converts the struct time object to the custom textual representation. It can be converts the custom representation. And next here we have WCS F time. It can be converts the our struct time object to custom by string format. It can be converting the string textual representation format. And next, GM time. GM time. The GM time can be converts the value to the calendar time expressed like your coordinated universal time manner. The GM at present whatever you have, you will be right or after the time your GM like that, right? So it can be like your our calendar time. So that can be expressing like your coordinated universal time. Okay. And next we have the local time. Local means your whatever you have the local time at present that you can represent here. It can be converting the our calendar time expressed into the local time manner. And next here we have the MK time, make time here. Whatever you have the time here, if you need to be make, that is also possible to converting of the calendar time to the our time value, like that here you can make the our time is also just here you're converting like you're by using the formats one to another format you can convert, that is possible into this. And next here you will be having the constants. So in the constants here we have the clocks per second. Clocks per second, how it will be taking that we are performing like your number of processes clock ticks per the second. Per second here, how many ticks the clock is doing that we are performing, that is like your constants. And next here we have the types. The type will be having like your struct TM. Struct TM. The broken down calendar time type like your year, month, day, hour, minute, second, like that here it can be calculating the our struct TM. And next we have time T. Time T. This time T can be performs the arithmetic time type. Arithmetic time type. Arithmetic means here it is like your whatever you have the approach type. And next here we have the clock T. The clock T is processing the running time type. The clock T can be performs the at present the running type here, it can be displayed. Whatever you are performing that can be displayed by this. And next here we have the fourth one, that is the string function. Here we have the fourth one, that is like your string function. Your string function is nothing but the array of the characters. Those are ended with the null character. So normally you know strings in the functions, how you're performing. Okay, so these strings are like you're using the characters. Strings are nothing but your combination of the characters. Once you perform with these strings here, and at the end of the line here, you can use the null character. How it will be displayed like this here. You can use the our null character once you ended the writing of the string. Like here, for example, you can see if you're writing the char string. Okay, so just here I'm writing the only 5, or else anything you can choose. Here I'm writing the hello, comma, e comma, l comma, l comma wo. So means here we are writing the just hello. So like this here we can define the our string functions. The string function can be defined by using of the character data type. Directly we don't have any representation to define with the our strings. That's what here we are representing with the characters. Already we discussed this topic. Once you can check that one. And if you are writing the format like this also, we can include this string. So here if you are performing like this, you can also include like this. So this is also possible to perform with the our string function. And you can see what we have the string functions here in our C programmatic. You can see here, first one we have, now we are discussing about the functions in our C. Let's see here. We have the some functions to define with the our string function, same like that, whatever we discussed in the previous. First one is the strcat. Strcat. This is the string cat, means we can perform the string concatenation. We can add the one string to the another string. This is like your string concatenation. String concatenation. Concatenation means you're adding the two strings. And next here we have the strncat. It can be appends the a portion of the string to the another. It can be performs the appending, appends a portion of the another string, portion of the one string. So that string to the another string here, it can be performing the information. And third one is the str copy. Whatever you have the string one information that you can copy it into the string 2. It can be performs the copies string 2 into the string 1, or else your string 1 to the string 2. Copy means you're just here you can paste whatever you have the information that into the another string. And next strncpy. So it is also copying performance only, but it can be copies the given number of characters to the string to another. So here we have the end, right? So for that case here we can perform the number of characters. By the number of characters here we are copying the string to the another string. And next strlen. So if you're writing the any one of the string here, by using the string length here, we can find the length of the string. Length of the string. Suppose here you can see we written the hello, right? In the previous year you can see. So here you can see we have the length is like your 5. Here you can see the length is the 5. In the hello we have the length that is the 5. By using the strlen here we can find the length of the string. And next strcmp. strcmp means your string comparison. If you need to be compare the two strings here, you can use the string comparison type. String comparison. And next here we have the strchr. So it can be returns the pointer to first occurrence of the characters in the our string. It can be returns the pointer. Okay, whatever you have the pointer, so it can be returns that pointer to the first occurrence of the character. First occurrence of the character in our string 1. In our string 1. And next here we have the str again r chr. So in between we have the some r. The R can be defined like your last occurrence of the given character. In the CHR, just here we are working the first character. In this we are working the last occurrence of the string here. This is the opposite of the this is the opposite of the str char. This is the str or char is the opposite of the str char. And next here we have the str dup. str dup. Dup means your duplicate. It can be duplicate C string. If you have any strings here, if you need the duplicate here, or else if you need to be find, you can use the strdup. And next here, strlor. LWR means whatever you have the strings here, it can be converting into the lower case letters. Converts, if you have the string here, if you're writing the strlwr, automatically it can be converts the string into the form of lower case letters. And next here we have the strupr. So upr means your upper. If you have any characters here, those are in the small case letters means your automatically it can be converting into the our uppercase letters, string upper. And next here we have the string reverse like your str or rev. So these are all our functions only. Okay, so if we have the function means definitely had to be open and the close the our braces. So here this is it returns the or else reverse is the our string. Reverses the string. Reversing of the string means here if you have the any sentence, you can see here if you have the hello for example, so here it can be displaced like here wo l l e h. Like this here it can be reversed the our string. Whatever you given the string that can be reversed by the st or lev or ev. And next here we have the 13th str set. It can be sets the all the characters whatever you give in the string to the given number. Sets all characters whatever the you given number. Characters to the string here it can be sets the information. And next here we have the str talk. str talk. So here it can be performs the tokenizing the given string to the delimiter. Tokenizing the given string to the given string by using of the delimiter. Delimiter means here 0. It can be performing the our delimiter. Here what we have the delimiter here you can see null character we have, right? So by that here it can be performs the tokenizing. This is the our string functions. These over the our built-in functions in our C language. So just here we have the total 4 types here. One is the mathematical function, second one is the character functions, and the third one is the date functions, and fourth one is the string function. Like this here we can perform the our built-in functions in our C language. Thank you for the watching. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel.